shadow on the floor, standing there waiting for change, but it never came, baby. Wait, I think that I've seen you.
Welcome to the Everything Sparkle Show. We have a great lineup today. We're going to eat some food, so that makes me excited. We're going to talk about my favorite things: jewelry, music, and movies. So we're starting with the famous and wonderful Matt Sconce. Yay! Hello. Oh my gosh, Killing Kate. Tell me about this movie.
So Killing Kate is in multiple stages. So the first one is what's happening now, which is a proof of concept, 15 minutes long, and shows kind of what we can do in the action thriller genre with a female lead. And hopefully that allows us to fund our feature script, which is almost done and deals with the topic of human trafficking and escaping abusive situations.
I love it. Who wrote it?
I'm writing it right now with Christopher Mejia, so we're writing it together.
How is that, doing co-writing?
It takes the right type of person, but we write really well together.
That's awesome. So you've done a lot of things on your own, though, Matt. So you've done a lot of movies. You tell us about. You have a movie theater.
Yes, I have 2 movie theaters.
2. Oh,
one
wow.
in Hanford, one in Oakhurst, and in 2013, I think it was, we started the unlimited movie subscription system called Movie Heroes. That now it's not our system, but now AMC is using the same type of one, and Regal, and we were the first ones to do it in the USA. Kind of fought to try to get it off the ground, and now it seems like everybody's Alamo Drafthouse is doing it now.
Do you get paid for that?
I wish.
Matt, oh no!
But that's okay, because all of us are working together to make people go to the movies, keep movie theaters open.
Okay, so explain the unlimited movies. How does that work?
For us, it works. For Movie Heroes, it works. People pay $20 a month and see unlimited movies. That's it. And they go as many times as they want. And the reason it helps theaters is because theaters know how much income is coming in from a monthly membership. And then so they can be stable and sleep at night, theater owners. And it helps people because they can watch unlimited movies, even if they thought, oh, I might not spend money at the theater this time. They think, well, I can take a risk because I've already paid. And they find out they like different directors, different genres, and their kids can come more often. And so it creates a new generation of moviegoers.
What about when it's a really big, like Star Wars or something? Do you have to have, can they use it for that, for the first showing?
Yep, they can use it for that.
Wow.
Yeah, so, and then we'll sometimes put it on multiple screens so that they don't get turned away. And then we find that people kind of average out as opposed to packing one showing or the other. When they have the unlimited movie membership, they kind of filter out. So there's not a lot of sellouts.
And that's really cheap.
Yeah.
That's the price of like going to the movies twice, right?
Yeah, twice for one person if you don't buy anything.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, for a whole family, I think some families are paying $50 to $60 a month, and they're taking their family of 4 like every weekend. Just think how expensive that would be for them usually. You know, it's $100 a pop, $80
How did
a pop.
you come up with that concept, though? Did you try a few things with trial and error, or you just thought, hey, let's try this?
So the movie theater closed, and we had gone to it all our lives. So my first date was in that theater to Oliver and Company, the cartoon. And we thought, well, there's not much to do in Oakhurst except for that and a bowling alley, and the mountains, of course. But like, what do kids do? And so we thought, well, maybe we can save it. So my friend James Nelson and my friend Keith Walker and I went in and said, maybe we can turn it into like a Netflix-style membership model. So we started that. We got the whole town to come together. 3,000 people signed up.
That is so amazing.
And saved it. It was in the LA Times by accident. They had wandered into our lobby and were like, here's what we're doing. And so there was an article in the LA Times, NPR.
Wow, how did they find out about Little Oakhurst?
They were here for some other reason, and they wandered in and happened upon us, and that kind of started everything. So, yeah.
All right, so you've also done some work with Channel 24.
Yep.
And you helped them win an Emmy. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I was a commercial editor there for 2 years, and it was wonderful. I love the people at Channel 24.
Just for commercials?
Commercial editing. So I did a lot of the commercial editing for the production department, and we worked on a thing called Weather Plus, which was a big thing about weather, and that's what won the Emmy, and I was editor on it. So that's what...
What was Weather Plus?
It was a bunch of really innovative ways to talk about the weather to kids. Yeah. And so that's what it was. And so like in schools, interviews, all that stuff. So I was involved in the editing of that, back in my little office in the edge in the corner, in the dark.
Your mind and creative, it never stops going. Does it just... Do you have time to even execute all the ideas that go on in there?
I put them up like dominoes, and then when one's done, like the next one happens. So that's what I try to do. I try to pace myself where I don't sleep or eat. So yeah. But yeah, so Killing Kate is premiering. I'm excited about that. It just premiered in LA, and that was really fun. We went to the Dojo of Comedy, and it's a place where comedians can come in and kind of like test their craft without being heckled, and they can train kind of like the dojo of martial arts. And so they train in this room, and so we were able to go there and show it on a screen and get a bunch of people in there and get kind of their reactions for it. And now we're doing it this Sunday too, up here for everybody else.
I'm going.
Yay!
Okay, but it's not funny, right?
Killing Kate is not funny. It has some funny moments.
They put it in the funny place.
They put it in the funny place because it was a place they could show it, but
Okay.
not during the comedy session. That'd be really dark. Yeah.
I know, like.
Yeah, people would be like, there is some funny moments though.
And you have a martial arts background.
I do love martial arts. Yep, since I was 5.
So you've been in it since then?
Yeah, my parents put me in martial arts and Taekwondo when I was 5. And I remember not wanting to go at all because it was work. And I wanted to stay home and play video games and run around, and they made me go, and I'm so thankful. And so I've been in martial arts ever since then. Went through a lot of different systems, and now I teach my own system, which is a self-defense style called The Way. And then I train people in that, like very hands-on, brutal self-defense, like what would you do if this happened to you, and what would you do if that happened to you? And then training on people, so you know what it's like to actually train on people.
So do you incorporate a lot of this in your movies?
I incorporated this into Killing Kate. Lots of elbows, lots of things like that, but I haven't done an action thriller before, so I'm excited to do more about that.
And do you act as well, or is it mainly just you like to be behind the camera?
I like to be behind the camera. I acted when I was little, and that was enough for me. I respect actors like crazy, and I'm glad that they're the ones acting.
Not you.
Not me. Nobody wants me to do that.
So what are some of your next projects that are coming up? Some of those dominoes.
So we have a thriller called Everwhite, and that is written and ready about 8 people that wake up in a white kind of plush-shaped room lit from the outside like a light box. They don't know how they got in there. They have injection marks on their neck.
Ooh, I love this
and
kind of movie.
They don't know each other, or do they? You know, it's that type of thing. And so you start to figure out how they got into this room and why, because every time the lights go out in this room, a creature drops in, and they have to fight for their lives, and then it vanishes. And so it's this mystery thriller action called Everwhite. So we want to do that one, maybe do a proof of concept for that also shot here. And then I just shot a film called Ashes for CAL FIRE and for Cornerstone Counseling and the Burn Unit down here to teach kids to not play with fire and do YouTube dares. But we filmed it as an actual short film of a kid that makes 5 choices, and each choice he makes changes the ending. So each ending can be used to teach kids of this is what could happen if you make this choice. So we just finished that as well.
Amazing. And you actually had your kids in that movie, correct?
I did, my child and my wife, because she's an actress, and my little daughter's an actress. So
Was that fun working with them? Was it hard?
it's always fun working with them. And this time I got to use one of those tear sticks. I don't know if you worked with those, but you put it under your eyes and your nose, and it helps you like just cry and like be all gross, right?
Oh, so you didn't have to lie to your daughter and say, "Hey, by the way, your dog died." And
Right, no. None of that. But I did get to go, hey, guess what I get to put on you? And they're like, no. Put it on. That was fun.
Hey, this is child abuse. You're making your kids cry on purpose.
I don't know, but I don't think so. No.
I love it. Oh my gosh, it was a whole family affair. How fun. And how many times have you worked with them? You said you
I've worked with, my wife was in my first feature. My daughter made a little appearance in my second one. And then I cut my wife's scene from my third one, which that didn't go over very well.
That is mean.
We changed the whole beginning of the movie, so it was totally different. So her scene had to go. She was very understanding, but
So they're actors. When they have to cut you, know that it's not personal.
No. We had a whole opening scene in a basement, and it changed to a married couple in the snow up by Tenaya Lodge. So it totally changed for Alter. And that, she knew. She understood. But she gives me a hard time still about that. And that was 2016.
Cut me out.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, how fun. So you've been in this, you said you started acting as a kid. When did you know, hey, I have to be a director?
So in 2004, my wife and I were living in a trailer up in Oakhurst, and we were watching American Idol, because that's what you do. We're living in a trailer.
What
watching
year?
American
What
Idol.
year?
2004.
Oh, but who was the person
It was
that was?
Diana DeGarmo and Fantasia Barrino.
Okay.
And so we watched the music video contest they were having called Ford Casting Call. You had to film yourself singing a song that they gave you and driving a Ford car. And so we were like, we'll try that. And I'd never done anything like that. So we borrowed a video camera. We were too young to rent a car, so we had somebody rent a car for us. and we won everything. So we won a car.
Are you serious? Over like how many people?
I don't know, tons. Because we went down to the finale. We were in a music video with Diana and Fantasia.
What? I mean, that had to be like thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
It was really neat. We felt
you probably didn't bring that, huh?
Oh, no, that's hidden. That's hidden far, far away.
Oh, I will dig. I will dig deep to find that.
So that was 2004, and after that we started into the film. So 2005 was my first short film, and then I made 11 short films, and then in 2009 I filmed my first feature that I wrote.
So that's what gave you the confidence? Yeah. All this that was going on up here were just like...
I was writing things. Like I was writing my novel and doing things like that, but I'd never filmed like narrative things. I had edited, done commercial type projects, but not like narrative.
Okay, so you were in the business. You just were doing really...
But it was random, like it was just hobby stuff. It wasn't pursuing like telling stories.
Did you go to school for it? Like what's...
I went to Point Loma for communications. Started out as engineering physics major and changed to communications. Yeah.
I'm not going to say that you can't be, but it's like that would be a waste of your talent.
It was not for me. Everybody was so excited about all these equations they were working on, and I was just not at all. I'm like, I need to go talk to people and make stories. So that's what I like to do.
And now you're running a theater. How do you have time to do all this? To run a theater?
We have a brilliant manager that runs our theaters for us, and she's a co-owner of the theaters.
Okay.
And so she does the day-to-day, and she's brilliant. Her name's Stacy Daly. And then I do some of the... With my partner Keith Walker, who's in Venice Beach, we do kind of the vision casting and all that of where we're going. We're trying to get a theater chain in Scotland right now and buy more theaters and increase our little theater world.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it would be the Movie Heroes chain. So it would be like unlimited, but everybody can go to every theater and that type of thing.
So you have your own production company?
Yep, Movie Heroes Studios.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's why I was getting a little confused. I thought that was your movie production company, but then you've also you're going to start franchising it into...
Right, and that's the Movie Heroes are the theater chain company, and Movie Heroes Studios is my production company.
Got it. Well, that clarifies it. So do we have a clip of Killing Kate? What did you set for us?
Yeah, a little teaser. Teaser
Yay. I cannot wait for Sunday night to see this.
It's really fun.
I'm so excited about it. Oh my gosh. Explain it to us, everybody, all the actors.
So there's some brilliant actors. First, I'll just say the reason I'm excited about this premiere, though, is because, we showed it in LA, and that was great. I appreciate everything about it, but a 30-foot screen and the speakers in a theater is how this was meant to be seen. So I'm so excited for Sunday. But the actors were amazing. So we had 1,000 people submit for the role of Kate. We cast out of LA and here. We did 2 casting sessions, and we narrowed it down to 50 people that we invited. And they came down to Space Station casting, and they auditioned, and then we narrowed it down to about 10 to 16, I think. And Megan Barker was one of the 10 to 16, and she came just ready to go.
She looks amazing. I think you made. I don't know who else had auditioned, but this looks like the right choice.
She's
a badass.
She was the right choice. She wants to be the next Kate Beckinsale. That's what she tells me, and do action movies like that. And I'm like, well, awesome. So she auditioned. We cast her, and she immediately went and did fight choreography training and all sorts of things, just because she wanted to bring as much as she could to it. And of course, Daniel O'Reilly is our Johnny, and he's such a nice guy, but he's so creepy in the movie. And Ryan Koss, our 6'8" kind of bodyguard, is in the movie. Nancy Jo Baker's from here; she's in the movie. And then Lorenzo Leonard plays another role, and he drove up 3 hours to audition here, and then got the role and found out on the drive back. So he was very happy. So that's how that all works. And there's all sorts of other brilliant actors. Troy Ruff was the director of photography, beautiful work, and then Cody Fletcher was the gaffer, and those two worked together to give me these beautiful images.
Wow. Have you worked with everybody in town? Because you've been doing this for a while. Have you worked with
I think I've worked with almost everybody. Or they've worked like
all the behind-the-scenes people, right?
Yeah.
Not all the actors, but I know like you've worked with like you said, the gaffer. Like you've kind of like...
Yeah. And he works with Tremendum a lot, and then Troy does work for all sorts of people, and we made our first 2 feature films together. So we did those kind of in partnership. So there's a lot of talent here, and there's a lot of really kind people here. And I mean, people are seeing that. I just shot a film that I can't name, but it was for a Disney producer named Billy Butler, who was in like Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
He came up from LA, and as you know,
Yeah.
to film here because people are kind here and good at what they do. And it's less expensive because people don't just see dollar signs when you talk about movie projects. They see the collaborative nature as something that also attracts them to tell good stories.
And that's what's important. I mean, people that are
Yeah.
really into their craft, they want to
It is.
tell.
And so, I think more will happen like that.
I'm sorry about the cat out of the bag. No one told me I couldn't name the project when I named, because I didn't say anything about it prior to that, but I saw everyone putting it out there. After you said that, I was like, did I let the cat out of the bag by kind of naming it? But names always change anyway, so
Yeah,
don't listen to me. Whatever comes out of my mouth, guys, don't listen to.
Yeah, it's exciting though. That's going to be fun. I'm in the editing stage of that right now, so I'm editing it. And
Don't edit me out.
I will not be the one to make any of those
God,
decisions.
did you edit out your wife? I'm definitely next on the chopping block. Oh,
We'll see. I'm just at the very start.
and now you're already like forewarning, like it's not my fault if you get edited out.
Well, it's definitely not. I just do the bidding of the producers.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Matt Sconce. I can't wait to come Sunday. Anybody, do we have to make it reservations? Anybody that's watching?
It's free. All they have to do is show up at 6 p.m. at the Met Cinema in Oakhurst and watch Killing Kate. We're going to have a question and answer afterwards.
And we all get to meet Matt Sconce.
I'll be there. I'll be shaking your hand or giving you hugs. If you're a hugging person, hug me. If not, tell me so I don't make you feel awkward.
Thank you so much, Matt.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on the show.
Begging me, please forgive you and just walk away. And I don't work like that, darling.
If your home floods, who will you call? When your house springs a leak, it's time to call Clean Master Emergency Flood Service at 559-213-9430. Clean Master will be there in 60 minutes to start fixing your home. And Clean Master bills your insurance directly, saving you the hassle because you've got enough to worry about. Clean Master also offers carpet and upholstery cleaning, carpet repair, pet odor removal, and more. Remember, Clean Master Emergency Flood Service, 559-213-9430, and visit cleanmasterflood.com. The Kern family of the Kern Family Farm invites you to eat delicious, nutritious, organic produce available at the Gnarly Carrot. Located at 32954 Road 222 in North Fork, California, the Gnarly Carrot is a local, natural, seasonally changing market offering a wide range of products from local Central Valley vendors. Get your caffeine fix, grab a smoothie, and support small businesses. Learn more at kernfamilyfarm.com and visit the Gnarly Carrot today.
Baby, wait. I think that I've seen your face somewhere all over the place. Standing there preaching you would change, but you never did, baby.
Welcome back. I would like to give a shout out to our sponsors. The guys at Next Level Design make our lovely posters and flyers that we have weekly. And I'd like to thank Bobby Salazar's. You guys have to get Bobby Salazar salsa. We're not having it today because we have our barbecue guy, but we're going to get him to start using Bobby Salazar salsa. Even though this barbecue is so great on its own. With us, we have Kelley Chaplain. She is going to bling us out today. Kelley.
bling.
Oh,
Hi.
my.
Thank you so much for having me on today.
Okay, so not only do you have amazing jewelry that you design, you
Yes.
also have it for worthy causes. Explain to us your jewelry, your designs, and your causes.
Oh, well, thank you. I always wanted to be able to give back, but I wanted to do it through my work. And designing jewelry was on my career bucket list. I have been in the beauty industry for over 3 decades and decided to retire and do my own company.
You look
of
very young,
sorts.
Kelley.
It's the beauty industry. And designing jewelry was one of those items on the list. And I've always loved crystal and glass, and I love when the sun hits it and the way it sparkles and creates rainbows on the walls and the floor and whatnot. It's, for me, very uplifting. And one morning I was walking through my living room, and there was this cluster of rainbows and sparkle throughout the living room, and I said, that's it. It's time for me to start designing my jewelry. I've always worn Swarovski. I love Swarovski. So I was only going to use Swarovski crystals in my jewelry. And I thought, okay, how do I give back? Because what that does for me, it's very uplifting. It makes me smile. And I decided that how can I help lift somebody else up? And so $2 from every piece of jewelry I sell goes to the Marjorie Mason Center.
I love that because so I really like that's what you're doing right now.
They're one of the most comprehensive shelters in the entire state of California with the services that they offer. A lot of my designs, you can see with what I'm wearing, has circles in it because circles represent wholeness, completeness. And I'm hoping that by me being able to help this institution, that I can help others to feel complete and good again about themselves.
Yes, and so that's great. Matt Sconce is doing a movie about human trafficking.
I heard
You're
that.
helping to an organization that helps that as well. That's just amazing that you guys are doing so much for the community. Explain how you make these and.
It's there's a process, and it usually it goes by day. So I will go into my office, and
That
I have
is-
these wonderful. The picture that's up right now, those are birthstone earrings, actually for the month of March, and so
That's my month.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm a fire
Aquamarine.
sign.
I do a lot of custom orders for these particular earrings because Swarovski does a variety of color for each month. It's not just a standard one color, which is really nice because everybody has different taste. So I'll go into my office the beginning of the week, and I have wonderful ideas, and I've been sketching. And somehow from my brain to my sketch to my hands, it
translates
doesn't work
different.
out very well.
But isn't it a beautiful process?
It is, because, and I know that I'm frustrated, and I know when I go on Monday mornings into my office, I'm going to be frustrated.
I won't talk to you on Mondays then, Kelley.
Okay. But on Tuesdays, when I go back in, a whole new design starts to take place because of what I was fooling around with and what I was experimenting with on Monday. And I have different jewelry designers out there that I'm very inspired by. Ippolita is one. And I think anything with circles and things that are going to sparkle, and just when you look at it and you're like, whoa, I feel so good. And I can't wait to wear it. That's what I want my jewelry to translate to.
And so we have your information if we want something custom made and if we're getting a gift for people.
Yes.
And do you take deposits? I mean, because this takes you a long time to make. Do you know what you're going to charge people right off the bat, or does it?
It depends on the design. And,
Okay.
We start off with something, and it never ends up being what they initially came to
Exactly.
me for, because I throw out suggestions, or they see something, or they have one idea leads to the next idea. It's kind of like a growth, a process, and it's fun for them as well, and they feel like they were a part of it.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Well, especially if it's for themselves, or
Yeah.
when they're giving it
to a
as
loved
gift.
one. No, I
Exactly.
absolutely love that. I love custom everything. I think that's amazing because
Well, it's you. And
Yeah.
most, I would say, 99% of my jewelry is one of a kind. Even if I'm using the same color stones, the same
Oh, of course.
materials, it's always going to be a little different.
Yeah.
Except for some of the earrings that are basic for the birthstone, the months, those the same color, but I give choices of earring wires or settings in which the stone can go into. I do jewelry for weddings, and that can be very custom according to the color and the design and, you know, how delicate it needs to be or how chunky it needs to be.
So do we give you a deposit when we want you to make something for us?
Yes.
And then when it's completed, pay you the rest? That's typically how it works?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, so and that's also what I love so much about the business is not being or having my own store. I go out and do a lot of art shows, markets. Every second Saturday of the month, I'm in a show in Kingsburg.
Nice.
And it's the interaction with the clients that I love the most. I think it's just being in retail for so many years that's why I probably was in retail for so many years, the interaction with the clients. And it's speaking with them, just getting to see their ideas, letting them know also how they're supporting and helping the Marjorie Mason Center. And it's about once a quarter, I take the funds and I buy toiletries because that's what they're in need of a lot of the time. Large size toiletries so that they can put a bag together to give to a family, because sadly it's not just one person. A lot of the time it's a mom with their children. And so we supply full-size shampoos and soaps and toothpaste and all that good stuff. And I'll post that, and it's because I want the clients to see what they did. I think it's important that they get to wear their piece of jewelry and feel good, but they know that they helped somebody.
That's amazing. Okay, Kelley, so I'm going to throw a curveball at you because I like all jewelry. Do you custom make everything? So if I wanted a belly ring, a toe ring, and an anklet, could you custom make that?
I can do a ring for your fingers. I don't know about a belly ring. I could look into that, but an anklet, I've been doing anklets.
What
so
about
yes.
a toe ring?
I could get that material.
Because I used to have like a real diamond toe ring that, I think fell off or got lost or something, but I loved it, and so.
It's been about a year that I started, and it's funny that all my life I've loved earrings and big chunky earrings because that was the only piece of jewelry I was wearing. It may be a ring and a bracelet, not as frequently a necklace. But when I started a year ago, it was the necklaces that my heart was drawn to in making. And so I did those for a few months, and then I slowly added the earrings.
Okay.
And then this past spring, I started adding some bracelets. And now I've added a few rings. So in this 1 year, I'm excited and proud of the evolution. It takes a little bit of time and just sourcing out. I want everybody to be able to afford my jewelry as well so that they can wear it and feel good and have fun with it. So that means I have to find the suppliers that offer top value.
Awesome.
For top quality
So
materials.
it is affordable for all of us.
All of us.
Well, I want to be your first toe ring, belly ring customer. That would be awesome, especially if you could do my month for the belly ring. That would be amazing.
That'll be a great project for me to look into.
Oh, and I will really solicit that because it's really hard to find belly rings. All these jewelers around don't really do that.
I will look into it. And what's fun is that there have been some custom orders that I wasn't thinking about doing that style yet. And it got me going, so it's, again, that interaction is positive for all of us. The customer's getting what they want, and it's giving me another style that I can look into making and take off into another dimension of how I would make it, for in general.
And you're going to come back in a month or so and explain the Journey necklace.
Yes. It's a bracelet. So it's something that I'm currently working on. I did make one for myself, and I did not bring a picture of it because I want to showcase it all at once.
Oh, I like that. We'll be in suspense.
I am currently dealing with several autoimmune diseases, and there's some days that I'm in a lot of pain, and my way of dealing with it was to go to my craft, and I made a bracelet that really represented what I go through. And then I posted it, as I do with all my jewelry, and explained. And so now I'm starting to bring awareness. I had a half a dozen people contact me right away and saying, I don't talk about it because I feel like I don't get the help for my autoimmune disease. So I feel like now my craft is helping another group of people.
I love that.
But anyway, we're creating a survey, a smart sheet of sorts, which I will be sending you, because it's a very, very personal bracelet. It'll be about your journey, and it could be a journey, a happy journey. I do have someone that is buying one for her daughter who's getting married, and she wants it to represent from the time she was proposed to the planning of the wedding, the engagements, the shower, everything about it. There's somebody else that it's, I won't spill the secret yet. It wasn't a fun experience, but that's the whole beauty of it. It's about your journey. And the Smart Sheet questionnaire will allow me to choose the right stones, crystal, color.
I cannot wait for this.
So
Kelley. You
I
have
can't
no
wait to
idea.
come back and see your completed piece.
Yeah, I have a unique journey, so I would love to see how that looks in a bracelet.
That's wonderful.
Thank you so much for coming on, Kelley. I can't wait for you to come back. Oh my gosh, you're such an amazing woman.
Well, thank you so much for letting me be here today and sharing my craft with everybody out there.
You were never there, darling. I was there at the call of my name. You were never there, darling, and maybe that's why I don't remember your name.
We forget about the higher good of food, right? You're growing a product that people enjoy really all over the world. I mean, how does that make you feel?
I think about that all the time. I think about the families sitting around a table, enjoying a meal. I just see that what we do brings families together.
I mean, we're blessed. We're in paradise for food.
Doctor in Sukasa allows you to connect with your doctor when you need a quick treatment. Avoid a trip to a medical clinic or emergency room and connect by video with your doctor from your home, work, or anywhere. Just go to drinsukasa.com on your phone, tablet, or computer. Dr. in Sukasa provides quality care that is convenient, bilingual, and affordable, so you are never left without access to health care. Visit drinsukasa.com today. Pour yourself a glass of Crybaby wine available at the market and Sam's Italian Deli. And remember to ask for Crybaby wine at your favorite restaurant.
Ghost Golf is Fresno's most spectacular family entertainment center. It's frightening how much fun you'll have on our 18-hole indoor haunted graveyard course. Skeletons welcome you, but watch out. All sorts of creatures may come to life. Ghost Golf is perfect for scary good parties, so book yours today. You'll get free plays at the Mummy Shooting Gallery, arcades, and air hockey. Check out our party and weekday specials online and like us on Facebook. Come play at family-friendly Ghost Golf. Good times will haunt you.
At McDermott Counseling, you will receive the highest level of care and a welcoming, safe space in which to discuss your most personal issues. Our therapists go above and beyond for you. Call 559-280-5756 or visit McDermottCounseling.com to find a caring therapist who best suits your needs. Diane Ainsworth's books of poetry and scriptures are available at CondeoPress.com and as ebooks at Amazon.com. Diane hopes the words in her books will convey the unconditional love Jesus has for you. Learn more at godsinspirationsblog.wordpress.com and get a copy of Diane's books today.
With Organic Pastures Raw Milk, you're getting a product that has been meticulously managed from grass to glass. From our pastures to our dairy, creamery, and distribution, we work hard to produce a product that is safe and clean for you.
Walk away and I don't work like that, darling. You were never there, darling. Oh.
Welcome back to the Everything Sparkle Show. You guys watch me pig out on Barnyard Smokehouse. Fernando, what am I about to bite into?
Well, you got some smoked ribs and some
my
brisket
gosh.
there.
When I just opened this up, I love how this is like a surprise.
No, that's one of the kind of burnt ends there, where it's kind of a little got the little spice on the end. And
So how do you make your meats?
well, first of course I trim them first. Make sure that they're I don't like to keep too much fat on them, because when you smoke something, you don't need all that fat protecting the meat, because you don't have any direct heat on it.
Oh my God, this is like heaven in my mouth right now, Fernando.
Yeah,
I haven't eaten all day. I've been
No?
saving it for this.
Oh man. But you have indirect heat, so you don't have to have all that fat protecting the meat. So, and then I season it, and just let it smoke away.
Where do I get this?
Well, right now, I'm just in the beginning stages right now. I'm just starting out. So you got my email address at barnyardsmokehouse1971@gmail.com. And you can either email me, or my phone number, I think, is on the screen.
So it's all private parties right now?
Right now, yes. It's just private parties right now. And
so you got me turned on to something that I can only get if I
well,
have a lot of people.
I can deliver.
Oh,
I can deliver.
okay.
Yes,
so what's the
I can
delivery?
deliver.
How much is worth your time to deliver? Like $20 worth of stuff? This is the macaroni, right?
Yes, that's macaroni salad. Well, right now, I mean, I'm trying to get enough customers to where I can make, several stops, and make it worth my while to, drop off at several places. I'm trying to get businesses to, come aboard. And
So you have a truck?
I have a truck and trailer, and I have my portable smokers. So
do you have it parked somewhere?
Right now I do it out of my home, but I'm actually looking for a place to.
Oh, so we can all come to your house and get.
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna have a party with Fernando. Oh, so what gave you the idea? How long have you started smoking? And this is really insanely delicious, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I started about maybe 10 years ago. I bought a smoker off a friend I worked with, a late friend of mine, and I always wanted to make barbecue. I watched the Barbecue Pit Masters and stuff like that, and I always loved barbecue. So I bought that smoker off him, and I just started playing with it and kind of trying to get better and better at it.
I'm eating beans, guys. So all of you all that are gonna hang out with me later at Matt Sconce's.
But so I just been trying to perfect it, and trying to just get the right flavor.
And you make all of this homemade. This is delicious.
Yes, it's all homemade. All homemade. The only thing I haven't grown is the pigs and the cows and the chickens. So I'm eventually, maybe someday.
Well, is anybody making briskets like this in town? I haven't had anything this delicious.
There's a couple places, but like I said, I guess maybe I'm a little biased because I think mine's better. But there's a couple places make okay briskets.
I think this might be the best. I've had other barbecue people come on my show. I'm not saying they're not great, but they never gave me a brisket. So as far as briskets goes, this is the best I've had it. I was a vegetarian for 10 years. I'm not a big meat fan. I love this brisket.
Thank you.
So, so what's the price range? I mean, what are some of the events that you've done, and how much, like, if we want a party of, like, if I just want a birthday party for, like, 50 people.
50 people?
What's this, by the way?
That is my smoked pulled chicken.
Oh, yeah. So if I have a party for, like, 50 people, a birthday party.
It all depends on what kind of meat you want. I got tri-tip brisket, chicken, ribs, of course, and amongst I got other things sides. It all depends on what you want, at your birthday party, and that kind of depends on the price. I mean, like I said, some meats are a little more expensive than others, of course. So.
And so this is an everyday thing. We can come to you anytime and be like, we want food.
Yeah, kind of.
How advanced do you need to know?
Well, at least 24 hours, at least. 24-hour advance notice. That way I can go get all the meats.
So if we have a hankering, we're just like have to wait 24 hours to get it from you.
Unless I already have it at home, and I usually keep the ribs and some tri-tips at home. Briskets I don't keep too much because it's a little more pricey, and like I said, it's people here in California, I guess, are more into tri-tip than they are brisket. But brisket I like a lot better.
I don't know where Mike Briggs is. He's missing out. He's in ESM. I love. Oh my God, this is so amazing. So what have I not sunken into?
It's pretty much. I just with the plates. I made a.
So this is the same brisket?
Yeah, the same brisket right there.
Oh my gosh.
But like these, I made some ribs with just my dry rub, and I made some that are sauced. So, and of course I got my barbecue sauce right here. It's a habanero.
Is this or this is like something?
Yes.
You made this?
Yes. You tried it already? Yeah, you tried it.
I'll try some more. And so, Like, so are you gonna maybe think about using Bobby Salsa Salazar for this stuff?
I actually have a couple other dishes I make that are more, I guess.
What didn't you bring me? I thought you brought me everything for that.
I didn't have time to make everything, but there's it's a more of a type of a Mexican dish that I make, and one of those.
This is like a million carb. I'm a personal trainer by day, so everyone's looking at me like, oh.
But yeah,
only for you, Fernando.
But I do make a couple Mexican dishes that would go great with the salsa. I think.
So we can really get your stuff. Order from
yes,
you. This
yes.
is something that you're doing full time now that we can.
I'm trying to do it full time. I got to get enough customers to do it full time. Right now, I still work full time. I work nights. I work nights, so that's what kind of makes it a little hard. But
so during the day, we're all good.
I'm up by night and nap during the day while I'm in between smoking. So.
Well, I feel really amazing that you came here to bring this for us.
Oh, no problem.
So. Yeah, we need to have more events for you to host.
Yes, yes.
You've been doing a lot of, you said...
I do, every year I do an event for Sanger High up at water polo up in Shaver Lake. And it's a 3-day event. And like I said, they've invited me back 3 years in a row now. And like I said, everybody likes me. They remember me from the year before. And it's a nationwide event. It's an open tournament where you get people from all over the country. And they love the barbecue that I make, so...
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So have you been busy this summer doing those summer parties?
I've been doing a few things. Yeah, a little more this year than last year. I've done, actually I did my brother's wedding, and that was 150, 175 people, and everybody was, there was nothing left at the end of the night.
This is the best person, seriously, because this is from a former vegetarian. A big part of why I was a vegetarian, I didn't really like meat. I'm Armenian. Everybody was always shoving like shish kebab down my throat, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And I like vegetables, so lately I've been eating more meats and everything, but I'm very choosy about it. Like on the tri-tip, I like those ends and everything.
Oh yeah.
So this is just like, what I'm saying, this is the best like meat that I've had. This is worth, anybody who's a vegetarian should just not be a vegetarian to eat.
Well, it's the brisket's a little fattier meat. It has a little bit more marbled fat in there, so it's actually juicier than tri-tip. Tri-tip's a little. It's good. Don't get me wrong. Tri-tip's good, but my favorite's brisket. I like brisket just because it's more like a ribeye, I guess, in my opinion. So. Yeah.
So we have events. You're gonna keep it warm and everything, and deliver it. Even if it's in your work time, do you have other people to come bring it to us?
Yes. Oh yeah. I got people to help me out. Today I didn't have anybody help me out, so.
So it's all you, poor Fernando. Oh my gosh.
I was chopping ribs, and I was shredding chicken, and I was cutting up brisket, and.
So what's the end game here? You want to have a place that you can
eventually,
use,
yes,
or an actual place to park the truck to do that?
I would actually prefer to have a place of business, an actual establishment to, so people know where I'm going to be at.
All this? Oh
yes,
my gosh.
Yes. And like I said, I got a few people that are interested in helping me out, and I guess investing in what I do, and like I said, if everything goes through, hopefully by the end of the year I'll be up and going.
Okay, so because I said I'm a personal trainer and all that, what do you offer? Have you thought of doing any like meal plans, meal prep? Because that's a big thing in the training world for like 5 days a week. So if I wanted you, let's say I want my meals prepared, I want you to make me 10 meals. Is that something that's doable?
It's possible. Oh yeah, of course.
So like on a lot of people do their meal prep work on Sunday or Monday. Can people come to you and get like a pre-made meal? And do you have healthy alternatives?
Well, the chicken, like I said, on this one here, I put the barbecue sauce in, mixed it in there when I shredded it, and it's this one here, and that's probably not, somebody looking to stay away from sugar, but.
So if we do it without the sauce?
Yeah, without sauce, it's delicious without sauce. People like it even, I've had people say no sauce, and I've had people say put sauce in it. People love it, both ways. It's good. It's good either way. It's a little bit spicy, and but it's. I can tone it down for people that don't want it too spicy.
I love it spicy. Yeah, you don't want spicy, so that's really good. So, because I'm in that world where a lot of people are doing meal prep, and maybe just families that don't have time to cook it right. So is this good? Can this stay good for like a week? Like if I eat this in 4 days, is it like?
That would be good in 4 days.
Or you'd have to prepare it. Like you'd have to think about it to prepare it.
Well, I would have to. Yeah, put it at least in a. That's an airtight container, maybe a Tupperware or something, or Ziploc bags. You can put
So
it in the
maybe if we
freezer.
brought our stuff to you and be like, hey, we want to do a meal prep thing, that would be something that we
Yes,
could do.
yeah, I can do
I
that.
just thought of a new business for you.
Hey,
Fernando,
that is a
seriously.
good idea. Good idea. But like I said, I mean, I've put my food in the freezer for a couple weeks and thawed it out, or defrosted it, put it in the microwave, and it's still come out just as juicy as the day I made it. So
Because everyone's all about the prep cooking the meats.
Yes.
So it's all about the meats.
Yes. Oh yeah. And like I said, it all depends on how you cook it too. I mean, I slow cook mine. Like I said, and the ribs took me about 3.5 hours to smoke. So they're tender. I mean, the ribs are tender. The brisket, I cooked it for about 6.5 hours. I probably could have cooked it a little bit longer, but I just got a little late start on today. And
So if you're catering a full event, tell me you got some salad and some sweet stuff you can bring too? You got some tricks up your sleeve?
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
You had to for the wedding.
Yes. Well, they had the wedding cake and they had some other stuff.
I
they
imagine
brought,
that. But what about the salad? It was just pure barbecue?
It was barbecue. No, they had chili beans. Somebody made some Mexican style beans. And
Well, you look good. You're in shape, Fernando.
thank you.
You actually are. So I agree. It's not going to be fat. It's not going to be a fattening dish. Thank you so much for coming
You're
on,
welcome.
Fernando.
Yeah, thank you.
We need to follow you on all your social media. I need to get you up to speed on making your social media.
Yes.
More.
Yes, definitely.
And no, because I'm gonna have people. I'm gonna send people to you. Like I said, the Masons. They're gonna, So I'm expecting all this and more.
Hey, I tell you what, I got more dishes than this, and like I said, they're all pretty good.
So if we check out where can we see all the dishes that you have to offer?
You know
and
what?
prices?
When you help me out with my social media, I gotta make a website so I can show all my
Fernando.
pictures.
Well, that's good. Everybody watching the negotiation prices.
Exactly.
There you go.
I guess I can bring you food when you want food. So.
Thank you so much, Fernando.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
You were never there, darling. I was there at the call of my name.
We forget about the higher good of food, right? You're growing a product that people enjoy really all over the world. I mean, how does that make you feel?
I think about that all the time. I think about the families sitting around a table, enjoying a meal. I just see that what we do brings families together.
I mean, we're blessed. We're in paradise for food.
Attend the Fresno Dixieland Society's next Sunday dance with the Midnight Rose Jazz Band, August 11th, 2019, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Fresno Elks Lodge 439, located at 5351 North Diana Court. Show up at 12:30 and get a dance lesson with Chris and Veronica. $10 for Fresno Dixieland Society members and $15 for non-members. Call John for more info at 559-779-2484 or visit FresnoDixie.com. The Art of Becoming Who We Are in Christ by Jolene Kennedy is a book about the process of maturity as we find our true identity, since God's promises must be received, embraced, and activated within us. Get your copy today and check out JoleneKennedy.com.
Is everything in life draining you? Come to Stretch 360. Our professional staff can offer you many options for relaxation like deep tissue or hot stone massages, infrared medical grade sauna. Once you leave us, you'll look and feel like $1,000,000. Stretch 360. Relaxation is only a stretch away.
With Organic Pastures Raw Milk, you're getting a product that has been meticulously managed from grass to glass. From our pastures to our dairy, creamery, and distribution, we work hard to produce a product that is safe and clean for you.
Got lactose intolerance or dairy allergies? Discover delicious raw milk and discover dairy the way it's supposed to be. We provide tours and would love to see you. Come visit the cows, watch the milking, the cheese being made, and learn all about raw milk. We're just 20 miles south and west of Fresno, California. Call to schedule a tour at 559-846-9732.
The Saga of Bridget and Amanda by Carol Love Forbes brings to life the struggles of historical women in early America. Find the Saga of Bridget and Amanda on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and order your copy today.
You enter this door with expired tags. Beyond is another dimension, a dimension of regulations, a dimension of long waits. You have reached the registration zone. What looks like an ordinary shop is actually Mitchell Smog, located in the heart of the Tower District, a few minutes from the DMV. Mitchell Smog offers your vehicle a STAR-certified smog inspection. So remember Mitchell Smog when you need to pass through the registration zone.
Christy Majors is your local real estate connection. With a solid, hardworking team, traditional listings, short sales, probate listings, and foreclosures are treated in a personal and caring way and close in a timely fashion. Since 2009, Team Majors has closed more than $75 million worth of homes all over California. Reliable and trustworthy, Christy and her team will go the extra mile for every client, whether selling or buying a home. So give Team Majors a call at 559-464-5606 or visit teammajors.com.
After a tough day at the track, cleaning up can be a time-consuming task. That's why we use Extreme Cleaner, the non-toxic, biodegradable, multi-purpose cleaner and degreaser. Extreme Cleaner cuts through even the toughest of grease and grime. Fast. Great for cleaning tools and work surfaces. Extreme Cleaner. Tough on grime, safe on the environment. Visit extremecleaner.com to find a retailer near you.
When you experience flooding,
Just walk away, and I don't work like that, darling. You were never there, darling. Oh, I was there at the call of my name. You were never there, darling, and maybe that's why I don't remember your name.
Welcome back. With us, we have Mickey White. He plays all over town. Let me just tell you, Lucy's Lounge, which is a favorite of the Everything Sparkle show in the Tower District, because Bobby Salazar owns it, so we love Lucy's Lounge. And then Did Chico's every Wednesday night,
Yes,
and sometimes the 559 on Friday nights.
sometimes.
You are a busy man, Mickey.
I play with Richie Blue, his band, and we are pretty heavily booked all the time.
Oh, how do I get a booking in there?
I don't know, just post up, you know.
Well, he's in high demand. What do you charge if we want you for a private event? Is that just vary on the
It's
event?
vary
date?
on the time and the kind of crowd you're expecting.
And then you do personal requests, like if we want you to do something jazzy or.
I do. I pretty much when I do a solo event, I have a wide variety of things. With Richie Blue, we are much more into the blues. He's a Hall of Fame blues guitarist, so I've been very lucky. I've only been out here for 9 months and wound up catching up with one of the best bands in town.
Nice. And hi to everybody who's watching. I finally get to see sometimes Rebecca Rise watching. Jared, happy birthday on August 11th. And Kathy Wood. Hi, everybody. What are you going to play for us or what do you think I want you to play for us? What's my music?
Oh, I used to be psychic, but I'm psychotic now, so I'll just go
with... Mickey.
I can play some blues. I'll play a blues song.
Jazzy blues, something that won't make me cry, but will make me happy.
Oh, it will definitely make. It's from the 20s. Well, I got a gal lives up on a hill. got eyes like diamonds, you shine like light, like gold. Eyes like diamonds, you shine like light, like gold. And when she kisses me, she moves my mellow soul. I play the whole song with the Richie Blue Band, but that's just a sampler.
This is the most jazziest music we've had on Everything Sparkle. I love it. That actually just put a smile on my face.
Well, good.
Okay, so you play live and everything, but what if we want to hear you previous recordings? Do we have a place we can go and listen to like music you've done, or?
Well, as I said, since I've been out here, Richie's wife records pretty much every song that we play. So if you go on richieblue.net, you get his schedule. I'm with the band, so he does a lot more individual stuff.
Do you have any studio recordings, or is it just all live?
Well, we just backed up a really good singer from Sacramento named Pinky Rideau, who's coming down on August 18th to Lucy's Lounge. She's nominated for a Grammy, and she did an album called Death on Blues Row, and had taken that from personal experience. She did a lot of social work on death row up in Sacramento area.
Wow.
And she's just a very soulful singer. We did that on the CMAC television studio about a month ago. So that's going to be coming out.
I'd love to bring her on the show and talk about her experiences on the death row. That would be amazing.
She's a fantastic singer and a really interesting story.
Can you guys all come for that? Can you come back?
I don't know. When every Thursday at 4. I'm plugging you here.
No, but that's an amazing story, and this is great. You by yourself, so collaboratively with everybody, that would be like a really amazing sound.
Well, she's going to be down as a guest star on August 18th between 4 and 7.
That's a Wednesday.
Sunday.
Right?
Sunday.
No, what is this? Oh, that's way in the middle.
These months change,
No, but that's just unfortunate because she probably isn't going to stay that long to be able to come on
she's
the
just
show.
coming down that day for the
Maybe we
show.
could do a pre-recorded. Oh gosh, the production just after 20.
Yeah.
That's almost worth a pre-record to me, though.
But before before I came out here, I worked in Major League Baseball for 35 years.
So tell us about that, Mickey.
I was the director of scouting for 3 different teams. And
which ones?
Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Baltimore. And did a lot of international scouting and signed a number of Major League players. But that's what I used to do, and this is
How do you go from sports to music, or you always had both?
I always had both. Luckily, music's been from, I've been 4, and baseball was from when I was 7. And it was difficult to keep both balls in the air, but I was able to never give up on music while I had a career, and which was a good balance because it allowed me to put my kids through school and have a job, and now I get to be a musician.
Now you get to have fun.
On the other side of it, yeah.
And you're an East Coast boy, which I love. That's why we get along so well. That's why you can mess with you. You have that humor.
Sarcasm, yeah. There's a lot of sarcasm that goes on in this head. So
it comes out of this mouth.
It does, yes.
You guys haven't seen her, but back here we've been having a lot of fun.
Well, I've been smelling the food from Fernando, and I'm having trouble sitting here.
Oh, we will feed you then.
Okay, good.
But Lucy's Lounge, I've never heard. Everyone's there is so great quality. Everybody that comes out of Lucy's Lounge. So
yeah, a lot of good musicians.
That's great. You love playing there, right?
Oh yeah, it's Sunday. The other couple weeks ago it was 109 degrees, and the place was completely packed.
See, I haven't been there on a Sunday. That's right. Now I know you're there.
Well.
But I've gone to see you at the 559, so
Yes.
you're always bringing down the house.
You
get a lot of people that come just for you, and then it's like, oh, you're here to see Mickey, and then music magic.
Which is good. But
I wanted people to be there to see me, but I was like, I'll share the spotlight with you, Mickey.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
So, what's your favorite thing to play? So, 20s blues, what's their favorite?
It depends. It's a mood thing for me. It's like, if I'm in a mood, I'll sit down and just play you can play one note on a piano, and if it's on an acoustic piano, that one note is all you need to play. I mean, you can just allow it to get through you, and it resonates. I don't know, music just resonates.
But you have to have your favorite. What's your favorite?
My favorite song? Well, to play, I mean, I like Boogie Woogie, which is what I just played, but
Well, genre oriented.
Well, I like jazz. I like blues. I like classical. I like a lot of different kind of varieties of music. I just like music. It just does something to me.
Well, Mickey, I'm gonna get you on Instagram. Can you play us something out as you exit?
Sure. This is a song from the 40s that it was kind of one of those original protest songs that unfortunately the conditions haven't changed much since Billie Holiday wrote it. Them that's got shall get, them that's not shall lose. And the Bible says, and it still is news, Mama may have, Papa may have, God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own.
That is beautiful. Thank you so much, Mickey.
Thank you.
I'll see you that Sunday.
Well, cool. That'd be great. That'd be great.